Hello children, good morning. How all are doing? I hope all are doing fine. And today, where in the previous classes I had discussed about I had started the first chapter, that is matter in surroundings. In previous class, I just explained the states of matter. Where what are the states of matter? That is solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. Where the solid state is it is having a proper shape, definite shape and size, and it is showing a negligible compressibility. And next, here whenever we are applying the force, then the shape, if it changes, then that property of a solid is called as a rigidity or rigid. And where in a fluid it is showing, it is not having any proper or a definite shape and size, and in which shape you are putting the water, the shape is taken by that water or a liquid. Okay, and here it is having it shows some compressibility, it is showing some compressibility. Okay, and here the liquids shows the flow character, means it's showing the whatever the liquids are there, they show the property of flow property, and that liquids are called as a fluids, that is called as a fluids. And next one is gaseous state, where here it is not having a proper shape or a size, and it is we can't even see the gases. And here it is also taking the shape of the object wherever you are putting that gas. And here it is showing a high compressibility, it is showing a high compressibility. And up to this I have discussed in a previous class. And today, that is a can matter change its state, can matter change its state. The today's topic is can matter. Matter means you already know that substance or a object. Can matter changes its state. Okay. And here for this, the better example will be the water. Because it is whether the water changes into different state. You already know that the different types of the states are, different states of matter are solid, liquid and gaseous. So here, for example, the water, when it changes to solid state, it will be appear as ice, that is a solid state of water. Next, when you are melting the ice, it is converting into the water. It is in a liquid state. Water in a liquid state. And when you apply the more heat, then it will show some vaporization or a gas. Gas in the form of vapors. That is a water vapor. Gas, it is in the form of water vapor, and it is in a gaseous state. Gaseous state. Here whenever the yes answer will be can matter changes its state, then the answer will be yes. For the liquid, that is for example ice, whenever you are freezing or you are decreasing the temperature, it is going to be change as a ice in a solid state. And if we are increasing the temperature, then the ice starts melt and it again convert into water, that is in a liquid state. If you increase the temperature, then water, you may see whenever you are cooking the rice, whenever the water starts boil, just close the plate on that, or you have observed the water vapors. Whenever you are cooking anything or boiling the water, you may have seen this. Okay, and here this is a water vapor in the gaseous state. And if you cover this container with a plate, then you may observe the small water droplets, right? Now you people have condensed. Now again this water vapor is converted into liquid. And here if you decrease the temperature, again change into ice. Again it will change into ice. Right? Here the matter is our water. Our water. It is changing the different states. It is changing. The matter is changing in a different state. So what is the reason of changing its status here in states? What is the reason? That is a temperature. What made the water to change its state was the temperature. Means effect of temperature on matter or effect of change of temperature. Then only our matter is going to change its states, right? So here whenever the matter is changing, the first thing is what? The effect of change of temperature. Effect of change of temperature. Here you may use one activity here that for example, whenever you are here also in a textbook also they have given some activity. Take about 150 grams of ice in a beaker. Means they are saying take a beaker and put a 150 grams of the ice in it. And here and suspend a laboratory thermometer. Means you already know that the types of thermometer are two, clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer, and for this experiment you have to use the laboratory thermometer. First you are putting the 150 grams of the ice, 150 grams of ice, and here use the laboratory thermometer in it, and here thermometer so that the bulb in contact with the ice. Means whenever you are measuring, then this ice will be come in contact with this laboratory thermometer. And now note down the temperature. For this, whenever the ice was there, note down the some temperature. Maybe the temperature are measured in Celsius, Kelvin and Fahrenheit. And here in Kelvin, they are taking the Kelvin. And now after that, just start boiling this beaker. What? Just start boiling this beaker. What it will do? Now this ice is going to be get melted. Now that ice is what it is changing. It is goes on melting, and after melting, note down what? The melting. And now again note down the temperature. Melting means after melting the ice, again note down the temperature. And now here note the temperature when all the ice has converted into water. Means you already the ice after melting it is changed into ice into water, and after that it noted down. Again here whenever you note it down, just keep eye on your thermometer. Sometimes increase in the temperature that may get exploit, and whenever you are increasing the temperature, the thermometer also showing the result increase. The thermometer also showing the readings in a increased way. And after that again start boiling that water. Again start boiling that water. Now this water is what it will do? Now it is going to evaporate. Evaporate means the water is converting into vapor. That is a gaseous state. Whenever all the water is get evaporate, again note down the temperature. Again note down the temperature. Okay. Here what you saw here, the effect of temperature, the effect of change of temperature means you are changing the temperature, right? You were changing the temperature, that's why the state of the water has goes on, the state of the ice has transformed into water, and this water is again changed into gaseous state, that is a vapor. And here you may see that why it happened, what is the phenomena, why the change of temperature, what made this water to evaporate by changing the temperature. Means you already know that whenever the solids are there, all the particles are whenever the matter is in solid state, all the particles are joined together in a dense form, right? All the particles of matter are joined together. They have bonded together. When you applying the heat, when you start heating, here in each particle the kinetic energy is released. How we are having the energies, here the particles also having the kinetic energy. Means after applying the heat, the energy start releasing. That in kinetic energy of the particles, what it will start whenever you are heating, this kinetic energy is also goes on increases. The release of energy goes on increases, and that energy what it will made the particles to break the bond in between them. What it will do, the bond in between two particles start breaking, means it will goes on loosening the bond in between the particles. Like the kinetic energies increases and the particles what are the particles are there, they start vibrating, and the bond in between particles start to get loosened, and here whenever the moving and those particles which are not in movement, they were just binded together. Here after providing the temperature and after increasing the kinetic energy, these particles start moving freely. What it will do, they start moving freely. This stage is reached when the solid melts. And here when the particle starts moving, and you already know that in a water or in a liquid state the particles show the random movement, and here when the particles will be broken by the bond and it will start moving freely, then these solids are converted into liquid, because the particles are showing the free movement, and that is when you are seeing the ice is converted into water. And again, if you increase the more heat, again the kinetic energy of the particle increases, and again the particles moves freely more than that, then they go for the gaseous state, where it is again loosely, the bond in between the particles are not stronger, the very weak bond find in a gaseous state, and the again the solid is changed into liquid, and liquid again changed into gaseous water vapor. Okay, and here what they are saying is the melting point of a solid is in a indication of the strength of the force of attraction between the particles. Means the solid is having a strong strength or a force of attraction between the particles. When it starts melting, the strength of the particles goes on decrease. That is indicated by the melting point of the water, melting point of the liquid, or a melting point of the solid. Okay, so what they are saying, one thing they are saying that the melting point of a solid is the melting point of solid is an indication of strength of the attraction between two particles. Attraction between particles. Means the melting point means the water or a ice is melted, that indicates the strength between two particles. The strength is said in form of the attraction. between the two particles. Okay, and the next one, when a solid melts, its temperature remains the same. So where does the heat energy go? Means here, if any solid matter, if it is goes on melting, the temperature inside that particles is remaining same. They are saying that if the solid melts, the temperature of that matter is remaining same, even though we are providing the heat energy. Then where does that heat energy went? They are asking us. That is a question mark. And here, when they are saying the melting point is here given in a Kelvin, 273.16 Kelvin. Okay, 273.16 Kelvin. Okay. So next one is, just think, if the temperature inside the matter, even it is melting, remaining same, means where does the heat energy goes? Okay, and here they are saying that you must have observed during the experiment of melting. Means now you already saw the melting of a solid matter. So that the temperature of the system does not change after the melting point is reached. Means the system, means the density of the solid is doesn't change even though after melting. So here, till the ice melts, this happens even though we continue to heat the beaker. Means after melting of the ice, still we heat up the beaker. We heat the beaker, and that is we continue to supply the heat. Means we are supplying the heat to that beaker, and here this heat gets used up in changing the state by overcoming the force of attraction between the particles. Means here the solid is changed into liquid, and that liquid is changed into gas, right? And here they are saying the temperature in the matter is remaining same even though we are applying the heat energy. Then where does the heat energy went? That heat energy just used used in between changing the states by one state to another state, from solid to liquid and liquid to gas. Okay, and now here that heat energy is used to break the bond in between the particles. That heat energy only help to break the bond, the attractive force. Okay, that is going to be ended by this heat energy, but this heat energy is not combined with the heat of this liquid. Okay, and here when we supply the heat energy to the water, particles start moving even faster. Means whenever you are applying the more heat, then the water will show the vibrating force. You may see when the water is boiling, you may saw that the vibration in the water. Yes, that means what? The water particles start freely moving. And here the temperature of the water, here they are saying the temperature of the water is boiling point. They are saying the temperature of water is 373 Kelvin. 373 Kelvin means boiling temperature it is. Boiling temperature of water is 373 Kelvin, and here 100 degree Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. 100 degree Celsius equal to 273 Kelvin, and here 0 degree it is. 0 degree Celsius means that is 273 Kelvin, means the melting point of the water. Okay, and here 373 means we are added 100 degree Celsius, that is boiling point of the water is 100 degree Celsius, right? And that is in a Kelvin. 100 degree Celsius, where you had added 100 degree to this. Now the boiling point of the water is 373 degree Kelvin in a Kelvin. Is it clear? Okay. And the next they are saying that the solid state state change into liquid state after heating, and if you heat liquid then it will change into gaseous state. And here now cool the gaseous state, then it will go to the water, then it will go to the liquid state, and again cool the liquid state, again it will reach to the, that is solid state. Okay, and here they are saying that, I hope this is getting clear. Okay. And the next, one more activity they have given. Sometimes what it will happen is, sometimes the solid directly changed into gas without even going for the liquid state. That is, for example, they are saying, take the camphor. Everyone saw the camphor? Camphor means karpura. In the Kannada it is a karpura. Okay, or else in a chemistry it is ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride. Take a camphor. Camphor is nothing but ammonium chloride. Okay, and here ammonium chloride. One second. And here take a camphor or a aluminium chloride. I already said you the camphor is nothing but that is a karpura. Take it and take one, that is a funnel. You already saw the funnel. Okay. Just place the funnel in a downside. Okay, downward side, and here place the camphor. Place the camphor ಅಥವಾ ಕರ್ಪೂರಗಳನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಡಿ. Now close this lid with the cotton. Now close this lid with the cotton. Now apply the helium. Now apply the heat, means heat energy is provided. In that, observe how it is going to be changed. How it is going to be changed. In this, the heat energy made this camphor to directly evaporate and change its state from solid to gas. Here the size is, or a shape or a state is changed from solid to directly gas without even going for the liquid state. Where we said sometimes, where we said solid will always change to liquid and liquid is change into gases. But here for the camphor, now after heating the camphor that is directly changed into gaseous, and this property is said as a sublimation. What it is called as a sublimation. Sublimation means that is the change of states, state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state. Without into liquid state, and this phenomena is called as a sublimation. Okay, and here these are this is also a property of a states where it is changing. Whenever you are applying the heat energy, we already said solid will change into liquid will change into gas, and here in a sublimation the solid state directly changes from solid to gas, and this property, this phenomena is called as a sublimation. Okay, and here after this, I hope now you have understand the effect of temperature. In both the cases you had the effect of temperature. Okay, and next one is effect of change of pressure. The effect of change of pressure means sometimes the pressure. What do you mean by pressure? You already studied in 8th standard force and pressure, right? Pressure means the force you are applying to the unit area. Unit area is called as a pressure. And here how we are applying the pressure, how does it change it, we'll see now. Here we have already learned that the difference in various state of matter is due to the difference in the distance between the constituent particles. Means why the solid state, liquid state and gaseous state, where the distance between the particle, if it is less then it is a solid, if it is some more then it is a liquid, if the distance between the particle is very much then we are saying it a gaseous state. And here what will happen when we start putting the pressure or compress the gas in a enclosed cylinder, means if we start, if already having the gas in it, and if you apply the pressure, if you apply for example you have already have the balloon in your home, if you are having or you have seen that, if you press the pressure, if you are applying the pressure to that gas, what will happen? Now they are saying one activity, that is here they are saying by applying the pressure the particles of matter can be brought closer, means applying the pressure the particles brought closer by applying the pressure, here will the particles come closer? Yes, whenever you are if you are having a bottle, if you are having a that is a balloon, press it, what will you see? You may observe the pressure on your hand too. That means what? All the particles are coming in contact. That means all the particles are coming closer. And here this applying the pressure and reducing the temperature can liquefy the gases. Means applying the pressure and reduce. Here applying the pressure and reducing the temperature. Reducing temperature, it liquefy the gases. Means liquefy the gases means the gases are converted into liquid, right? For example, liquid petroleum gas, right? And here the liquid petroleum is converted into gas, but here they are saying they are liquefying they are making the gases into liquid state. That's why that is a carbon dioxide, the solid carbon dioxide is stored under the high pressure. Means whenever we are storing the carbon dioxide, we are storing in a high pressure, and solid CO2 gets converted directly into the gaseous state on decrease of the pressure. Means here this solid CO2 is applying the more pressure, this carbon dioxide is converting into what? That is the gaseous CO2. And here on decrease of pressure is 1 atmosphere. Means here that pressure how much? 1 atmospheric pressure they are applying, and here without coming into liquid state. Here also they are saying whenever we are applying the pressure, this CO2 is directly converted into CO2 without coming in contact with the liquid state. Thus we can say that the pressure of a temperature that can determine the state of a substances, whether it will be solid, liquid or gaseous. Means here they are saying solid to we are directly changing into gas by applying the pressure. The sublimation is taking place in the effect of change of the pressure. Okay, and here I will conclude this today's class, and today you have to write the homework, that is write the effect of change of temperature with an example. Just I had explained you. Just write the effect of change of temperature with an example. Okay, you have to explain it. Example, explain. I want explanation with, if you can draw the diagram neatly. Okay, thank you. I will continue the next part in the next class.